Hello, everyone, to Weather Wealth on this Sunday, August 2nd. And the big news, of course, in many markets around the world has been the weaker dollar and the incredible move up in gold and silver prices as the U.S. just keeps printing money, printing money. And the safe havens, of course, are in gold and silver. Some experts, not myself, I'm not a precious metal analyst, are predicting $3,000 an ounce gold eventually. Silver, actually, relative to gold, is pretty undervalued from an historical standpoint. But let's go back to the weather right now. The concerns we have potentially really have to do with maybe the Western Corn Belt for soybeans, as we're seeing some dry concerns that you'll see in this report today. We need to see some rains in Iowa, actually. Some models are showing this storm by August 8th in parts of Iowa where drought conditions are developing. That's going to be important to the soybean and corn market. I'm not completely confident, though, that these models are correct. There'll be as much rain as this is suggesting later this week or early next week. Nevertheless, even with some dry concerns in parts of the belt, it's hard to get really bullish corn and soybeans right now, even with a weaker dollar, because of just such a large crop and excellent soil moisture over about 75% of the grain belt. So our trading advice is on the bottom of this particular report. I think the number one trade I still have, which is really conservative, is in natural gas. Now, we saw natural gas prices fall last week. I think one of the reasons we did is the cooler temperatures. Look at this, 10 to 15 degrees or more below normal this week. Good for the corn crop. Another reason that corn prices dropped last week. The cooler temperatures pressured natural gas about 15 cents last Thursday and Friday. But you'll see in this report, I make a long-range prediction with my climate predict program of a relatively hot late summer and potentially September. We see by mid to late August, another maybe 10 days from now, the temperatures warming up once again across much of the country. So I think from a weather perspective, my moderate to high confidence trade right now is still long natural gas in a conservative fashion. I don't want to be catching every single move here and there because this is not that kind of service. We want to keep more of a medium term to longer term perspective and not give you every single trade in natural gas, every single trade in corn and cotton and coffee. Again, we'll be talking more about natural gas and grain weather as we come up to the end of the summer. This report also talks about the coffee market, and soft commodities have been exploding, not really because of the weather. And that's why I'm not really recommending, from a weather perspective, trading softs until we get closer to the fall and winter when weather may be more of a factor. Thank you. Any questions, please email me.